So last Sunday, Rupert Lowe posted a 12-minute video offering Nigel Farage a deal. By Monday afternoon, the two of them were publicly at war over a 3-word text message because Farage stood up at his press conference and described a conversation that never actually happened. And Rupert Lowe had the screenshot. Now, we'll get to the screenshot in a moment. It is a beauty. But first, you'll need to see what actually in that video because I don't think it was meant for Farage at all.
Nigel, when we were both elected at the general election in July 2024, the five of us all knew that we had achieved something truly remarkable through starting the process of breaking the two-party system that has strangled and suffocated Britain for so very long. It was a special moment, and it was an honour to walk into that building as part of our group of 5 MPs.
So that was the warm bit. Old comrades, treasured memories, let's put it all behind us. It lasts about, 90 seconds, and then the offer arrives. 5 conditions Farage has to accept before any cooperation happens, and condition 1 sets the tone.
As you know, Restore Britain has taken the unprecedented step of publishing the most comprehensive deportation policy ever produced in British politics. That plan must be implemented in full and to the letter. Every illegal migrant must be deported, and yes, that must include women and children.
Yes, that must include women and children. He says it with a little pause and everything, like he's delivering a brave line in a war film rather than proposing putting families on planes. And in case the message hadn't landed, he condenses it further.
Not only must mass deportations become a political possibility, mass deportations must become a political inevitability. They must all go.
Now, here's the detail that tells you what this video actually is. Lowe says in the video itself that Farage has previously called mass deportations a political impossibility. He knows Farage's position. He's quoting it back to him. So condition 1, the very first item on the list, is something that the recipient has already publicly refused. And that's a strange way to open a negotiation. It's a very effective way to open an advert, though. And it keeps going. Condition 2 is demographic security, where Lowe reads out a projection about white Britons becoming a minority by 2063, a claim I'd want a lot more than his say-so on before arriving at a banning list.
Any future cooperation must include the banning of both halal and kosher slaughter, the burqa, cousin marriage, mass dominating public Islamic prayer, Sharia courts, and any other barbaric foreign practices that have no place in our high-trust society.
Okay, so let's just think about that for a moment. A video about defending Britain's Christian heritage, and item 1 on the banning list, along with the burqa and Sharia courts, is kosher slaughter. Jewish religious practice older than Christianity itself, filed under barbaric foreign practices by a man positioning himself as the defender of religious tradition. Nobody in production process flagged that, or worse, somebody did. Condition 3 is a death penalty referendum, another position Farage has publicly opposed, which Lowe again points out himself. Condition 4 is spending cuts, the only one normal sounding item, presumably included so the list has something Farage could theoretically agree to. And then condition 5, which is the tell.
That trust will not be restored by recycling the same ministers, advisors, and thinking that created today's problems. Former Conservative ministers who failed our country and our people in so many appalling ways must not be part of any future cabinet. They had their chance and they failed us all. That must not be rewarded with a second opportunity.
No former Conservative ministers in any future cabinet. Now, who does that describe? I mean, there's Robert Jenrick, Suella Braverman, Danny Kruger, the exact defectors Farage has spent months parading as proof that reform is now the home of a serious right. Lowe is asking Farage to bin the trophy signings in public as a precondition. There's no version of this that Farage accepts, and Lowe knows it because Lowe built the list out of Farage's own refusals. So look where the ask actually lands. At no point does he say, Nigel, pick up the phone. The pitch at the end of the thread goes straight past Farage to the viewer, back to Restore Britain, the only party standing on this platform. He even addresses those in Reform who do not agree directly mid-video. This was never a letter to Farage. It was a recruitment poster with Farage's name on the address field, and every condition is a wedge between Nigel and a chunk of his own membership. The offer being refused was the point. The refusal is the content. And Farage, bless him, delivered his lines right on cue.
Look, there is this myth. There is this myth that I fell out with Rupert Lowe. It's not true. Everyone fell out with Rupert Lowe. And it was the screaming, the shouting, the threatening, the legal writs. Everyone fell out with him, all right?
Everyone fell out with Rupert Lowe, screaming, shouting, legal writs, the lot. Lovely character reference for a man you're supposed to be open-minded about partnering with. And then he tells Rasim Kasim, the friendly room, softest of soft questions, what he'd actually like from Lowe.
Sorry would be nice, but I would have thought unlikely to be forthcoming.
He wants an apology. From the man his party reported to police, whose house was raided by armed officers over allegations the CPS looked at and declined to prosecute. The apology traffic there is flowing in a genuinely surprising direction, and in the same breath as demanding it, he gives us this.
But I don't ditch my friends, I don't ditch my allies, whether that's Suella Braverman or Posh George, I do not ditch people because somebody else wants me to.
I don't ditch people. The entire press exchange exists because he ditched Rupert Lowe. That's the origin story of Restore Britain. The loyalty, it turns out, is a subscription service, and Suella Braverman and Posh George are paid up while Lowe's card got declined. But buried in the middle of all this bluster, Farage says the quiet bit out loud.
Restore, without the hope of winning anything outside Great Yarmouth, literally without a hope of winning a single seat in the country, could do us great harm.
That's the whole game he admitted in one sentence. He's frightened of exactly what this video is designed to do, which then brings us to the lie. Here's what Farage told the assembled press about his private response to Lowe.
That said, I did actually reach out back yesterday to him. I did say, look, should we have a call? I haven't heard back yet, so I don't know what the sincerity of this is.
I did say, look, we should have a call. I haven't heard back yet. 2 claims, both checkable and both false. That's the message of it all. 3 words sent Sunday morning at 10:30. He didn't ask a question. He made a promise. We'll call later. Doesn't wait for a reply. It waits for a call, and the call never came. So I haven't heard back yet, delivered with that wounded little shrug, is Farage framing Lowe as the one who went silent over a message that put the ball entirely in Farage's own court. Lowe posted the receipt within hours, and the caption every politician should fear. Sadly, it's just a lie. Now keep watching the right-wing crash and burn so you don't have to, and subscribe if you haven't done already. And also the memberships are open if you'd like to support the channel that way too. Now, is a fibbed text message the crime of the century? Well, obviously not. That's why precisely it matters. This was a trivial thing, trackable in one screenshot, invented, unprompted at a podium about a man Farage knows keeps receipts. If that's the reflex when the truth is costing him nothing, think about the reflex when it costs him £5 million worth of declarations. The Standard Commissioner might want to see that screenshot framed. And the punchline of it all, the cooperation these two are theatrically negotiating already exists. Lowe says so in his own video.
We have recently shown how effectively cooperation can work, locally, on the Norfolk County Council. So why not at national level?
Reform and Restore's local offshoot are running an informal pact at Norfolk County Council right now. Their own councillors confirm it. Restore is standing aside in Clacton next Thursday, where cooperation quietly profits both men, and it's already happening. The feud is for the cameras, the wedge is for Reform's members, and the country before party routine is for anyone daft enough to still take either of them at their word. Two men fighting over who's more honest, and the whole row is about a phone call one of them lied about. And to see why I think that whole press conference was just a sham, well, you need to watch the video that's on screen now. Thanks for watching, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.